In this short video, I will explain about how to revise your Writing-1 to be able to submit your final draft. So if you go into Google Classroom in the assignments graded, online Writing-1, after I've graded your assignment, you'll be able to again find your assignment here. And you will say here that it has been returned. So then you can open it. And then you'll see that some comments have been added at the top on checklist. If you look at that comment, and here if you click, it will highlight which of the comment is connected to this highlight. So here there's the summary of the comments on the assignment here. There's no score at this point, just some feedback. Later on there'll be a score, but yeah, for now just the feedback. So here, for most of you, if the paragraph was quite good, I was basically checking these things here. So here it might say that the indent, the topic sentence, the details are relevant, the concluding sentence, like it might say that everything is okay. Here it's a little bit different. The topic sentence, relevant details, and concluding sentences are okay. It doesn't say about the indent because actually here the indent is missing. And so yeah, so these things are okay. So usually I start with that. So these things are okay, but, and here are some of the problems. So however, there are some problems with organization. You need to group similar ideas together. The paragraph should also start with an indent. So here's the missing indent. See also comments on how to improve cohesion and fix language. Talk to me if you need more help. Okay. And so here, if we go look at the detailed comments, so here there's different kind of comments. Sometimes I just make a correction, like here you'll see in red. So here there's a line across, okay, and here the comment says to delete this. So yeah, I'll explain what to do with this afterwards, but first let's look at the different kind of comments. So like this, I make corrections directly. Then sometimes I highlight something and then there's a comment. So here I highlighted just the beginning of the first word to show that there should be an indent of at least 1 centimeter in front of the first word, and so on. Like here, there's a comment about this word here being a coordinating conjunction and it's not used properly. So that's the second kind of comments you might get. And then also Google might give you comments. And actually when you are writing, even before you submit your assignment, when you're writing, it's possible that Google underlines word like this. If you get blue-green underline, usually it means that there's a problem with the choice of word, or it could be something related with grammar, sentence structure, something like this. If there's a red underline, then it means it's a spelling problem. And as you see, when I click on the word that is underlined, Google suggests a correction. Google is pretty good, especially if it's just a word. Like if it's a spelling or choice of word, usually Google make good suggestions. But when it comes to problems with sentence structure, the suggestion may or may not be good. Anyway, I'll explain also how to deal with this. Okay, so here we see there are several comments like this, and actually here I'll start explaining about how to fix things. So here, let's say here this comment, you agree with me that this needs to be removed. So all you need to do is click on the check mark. Okay, if you don't want the suggestion, you can reject the suggestion and then my correction will disappear, or my suggestion will disappear, and then the text will stay as it was originally. But here I want to use this comment, so I'm just clicking check to say, okay, I want to follow the advice of the teacher. The second comment we have here, there should be a paragraph indent. So here I can add the indent, and usually the way it should be done is like this. Notice that there are two things here. You don't want to move, like if you click at the bottom, okay, you're moving all the text. That's not good. Okay, so instead you need to click on the first one at the top, just a rectangle, and then usually it should be 1.25 centimeters. So I can move this here. Now I have my indent. Okay, so now the indent is there, so I can say, okay, this is done. I don't need this comment anymore. So like this, you can go through all the comments. Here, this is a suggestion from Google, and actually this is the right suggestion. Instead of the noun, we need an adjective. So here I'm accepting this. And here notice it's very small, but there's another correction I made. Here there's a S missing. So yes, I will accept this. And then here, okay, yeah, here I will explain more about this later on in class. But the coordinating conjunctions, also called fanboys, and well, here it's for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Those 7 words are usually used to combine sentences, not to start new sentences. So I'll explain more specifically what to do with this, but here I'll just make the quick correction so to show you how to revise the paragraph. And so here I think I'm gonna just change this word for moreover. Sorry, moreover, comma. Okay, so then I'm going to use this, and here there's just that little bit left. But yeah, here I'll just click OK. Now I fixed this problem. Okay, so I'll go on like this. Next one here. This is a bit of a bigger problem. There's problem with organization, and what happens here is, as it says, the yellow highlight, this here, we're talking about buying things, and here it's also talking about shopping and buying things. So these two ideas are similar, but they are at different places in the paragraph. The organization, the order of the ideas should be revised. Here, just to go quickly, I won't do this because that would take some time to reorganize the paragraph. So let's say I'm in a rush, I need to submit my final assignment. I don't have to fix this problem, so I'm just gonna reject this so I don't have to deal with this. And here, actually here, this one, I just added the yellow. When I made the comment, I added the yellow without making it into a comment. So here, you can also just remove the highlight like this. Okay, so I highlight in white to make it disappear. So yeah, I won't fix that problem for now. Here, apkujong is very, oh yes, that's how it should be fixed. Affectionate place, here there's a problem with the choice of expression, and here actually it's a little trickier to fix. Apkujong is place that brings me lots of emotions. And actually here I forgot the S, brings me lots of emotion. And then I'm going to delete this and remove this. Okay, so now I kind of fixed with a whole new bit of a sentence here. Okay, here, notice here we had the and that I changed to moreover. There's another fanboy here. So when there's that kind of problem that you do many times, I may point out the first one or sometimes two, and then after that it's up to you to see if you've repeated the mistake and fix it. So here there's the same problem with so, there's the same problem with and. Here actually what I would do is just like this. I would combine, instead of changing the word to begin a new sentence, here I will keep so, but I will combine the sentences. I also have many special memories because the school I went to is in Apgujeong. And here, yeah, but let's say I'll just keep it simple. I think I'll just combine the sentence here. And I live in Apgujeong for so long that I know well about Apgujeong's geography. Now, notice something happened here. At the beginning, there was no empty line like this. That's because we changed some stuff, and that line here, that sentence, was not right after the end of the other sentence. It was starting on a new line. So here, I have to keep my paragraph together. So here, delete to bring this up. Okay, finally we're getting to the end here. The problem here with the changing from I to you all through the paragraph, the writer is talking about how Apgujeong is my favorite place because I can do this, because I can do that. But here it says there's the shopping place, so you, the reader, but I said I all the way here, so I should keep the same thing here. I. And here, yeah, the comment has disappeared, so I can shop anytime when and here I just pointed out one, but we need to fix both, when I want to buy something. And then there's this other thing here, and the last comment is that there's no concluding sentence. So here I'll just delete this right away, and then I'll add the concluding sentence. In short, I love app. Again, I have to make sure I keep the same spelling. Actually, I'll be lazy. Okay, I'll just copy, Control C, and then Control V, paste. and then period. And now my paragraph is all fixed. So when everything is done, you can leave this one here so that when I see your revision, or yeah, it doesn't matter, you can leave it or not, you can click it out, or you can leave it here, so then when I look at your revised paragraph, I'll see what I said the first time, and then I can see after. So now we need to make a copy of this paragraph into the second assignment. So here I'll just leave this here for a moment and go back to classroom. So this is the paragraph that you submitted for the online writing. Here, if we go back, okay, so this one here, now the revised paragraph should go here, writing 1 final draft. So here what I'll do is first open this assignment. Now there are two options. One thing I can do is I can open the template here. Okay, here this is writing 1 final. This is writing 1 in class or online. Okay, so what I can do is, now that my paragraph is all good, I could select all and then Control C to copy, and then I can paste it here. Voila, this is done. And actually, okay, looks the indent looks a little bit big. There's a space also. So here my paragraph is done. Okay, and so what then I just need to click submit. That's one way. Another way of doing this is, instead of using this, I can add a file. But first I have to prepare the file. So here, the file that I've corrected, so this is still the writing 1 in class. Okay, so here what I'll do is, so I'll just get rid of this. So here I need to make a copy. Now here, because I wanted a lot of space, I made one of the toolbar disappear here. With this triangle here, like the menu, I can show the menu. So here, the Google Document menu. If I go to File, and yes, Sabun Mandulgi, or in English, make a copy. So I can click here. And so here I will basically just make a copy of the file that I've revised here. But here, this is now going to be my final draft. So I can put final, and I don't need this. And the Google will probably suggest that you save the file here, College English 6868 Hokma. Okay, so remember, the folder that I gave you for our class is Eng 68. This one, the full words, College English, and then the 68 is repeated. Or if you're in my number 15 class or number 30 class, the number of the class is repeated here. So this is your the folder where Google is saving all the assignments that you're doing on Google Classroom. So yes, you can save this here. And just remember, it's there. I'll show you then how to find it. So here, the file open in another tab. This is the file here. I can check, yeah, everything is okay. And then when I want to submit my assignment, I can add a file, go to my Google Drive, okay, and here the first thing that Google shows is the latest file you've done. So actually it would probably be this one here, but here we can't see all the word. So maybe if you change the way that the display like this, then you can see better. So like today, the files that you worked on today, and see, this is the file that I just worked on. So final. This one with final draft, this is actually the template that is attached to the writing 1 final draft. Okay, so that's the template I gave you. But now the one we just made is this one, so I'm going to choose this one. I can just double click or click there, and then at the bottom I can click attach. Okay, so now the file has been attached here. If you want to confirm that it is the right file, okay, you're not sure, oh, did I select the right file or not, you can actually click here, and then it will open here. And then I can confirm, yes, this is the right file. This is the file I want to submit. So maybe I can just click it out now. So that's the right file. Now I just need to click submit, and this is it. this is what you need to do for revision. All right, so this is it for this video. In other lecture and other videos, I will explain more in detail about how to revise the paragraph, how to fix things. But for now, the important was how to submit the revised paragraph in Google Classroom.